Start.
Students, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about factor of safety. So, factor of safety is related or associated with the stability of a slope. So, we provide safety for the slope so that the slope will be stable. Right? So, for example, if we get factor of safety to be 1, okay, we'll estimate that the slope is stable, or if the factor of safety is greater than 1, we'll estimate that, or we understand that the stability of the slope is stable, right? The condition of the slope is stable, right? So we do the analysis like that with the help of factor of safety, right? So first, there are different definitions for factor of safety. First, we are defining factor of safety with respect to the shear strength, right? So we can define the factor of safety like this generally. Factor of safety is a ratio of shear strength to the shear stress or applied shear stress, right? So let us write the formula for factor of safety with respect to the strength. Resistive force. Shear stress is the causing force, right? So factor of safety, we decide it, right? We decide it with the resisting forces and versus the causing forces. We said, right, any structure failure can be understand like this, right? If the stresses are more than the strength, then that structure will undergo failure in the same way. In the same way, in the case of slopes also, if the stresses are more than the strength, then the slope and we'll write the factor of safety. Factor of safety with respect to cohesion. Factor of safety with respect to cohesion. The second definition, right? So factor of safety with respect to cohesion, right? So it is FC now. FC is equal to what? C by Cm. So what is C here? Cohesion. What is C here? Mobilized cohesion. Right? And we define factor of safety with respect to friction. Right? So what is that we got here? Fs is equal to tan phi by tan phi n. Right? So what is phi here? What is phi? So factor of safety with respect to friction or frictional angle, right? So let us write it to be F phi. Phi is the shear angle or angle of shear resistance, frictional angle. Right? So this is mobilized frictional angle. Mobilized frictional angle. Right? So sometimes F will be equal to phi by phi m. When does this happen? Right? So when the angle of shear resistance, right? Angle of shear resistance is small. Angles are small. The factor of safety F5 will be equal to phi by phi m. Right? So most of the times, factor of safety with respect to shear strength will be equal to factor of safety with respect to cohesion, factor of safety with respect to frictional angle will be equal, right? And sometimes Fc might be greater than F5, but in this situation we consider F5 to be 1. Okay? So here if you see, we got the three formulas for Fs, Fc and F. Students, now we'll discuss the stability analysis of an infinite slope for cohesionless soils. Okay? Stability analysis of infinite slopes. Okay? So we know what is infinite slope, and if you see, we are defining we are able to understand the stability of a slope with association of factor of safety, right? So we are calculating factor of safety of a slope. So from that we are understanding that whether the slope is stable or unstable, right? So that is why now we are going to calculate factor of safety for an infinite slope, so that we can come to the conclusion of the stability of a slope, right? So here infinite slope is there, right? Infinite slope, and this is the ground surface, and this is the slip surface, right? So what is that we are doing, right? So in the case 1 we are analyzing dry soil, right? So what is that we are doing? Stability analysis of infinite slope of a cohesionless soil, and the soil condition is dry, right? conditions if the soil is dry and if the soil is submerged, right? So we'll see that. So now what is that first we are doing? We are considering a plane of ABCD, right, for analysis, right? So let us consider plane ABCD. Plane ABCD, right, which is having unit thickness, right, consists of thickness is equal to 1, right, and what is the length of the plane of ABCD? Length, if you see, length is equal to B cos I, right? So what is cos I? What is I here? I is the inclination angle. Inclination angle or angle of slope. Angle made by the slope. Slope angle. So where I represented this I? See here, the angle of slope is represented with letter I in the diagram, right? Right? So what is the weight of the soil? We'll calculate first, right? So what is the weight of the soil or weight of slope? Weight is represented with W and we can write it as sigma into A, right, or sigma dash into A, right? So stress into area will be equal to the weight, or stress into area is equal to the load or the weight, right? So we all know that this stress is the multiplication of unit weight of soil and height or the depth of the slope, right, and area, right? So what is the area here in this case of ABCD plane? What is the area? B into cos I, that is length, and what is the thickness of ABCD plane? It is 1, right? So this is the length, this is the thickness, and this is the depth of slope, right? And gamma is the unit weight of the soil, right? So W can be written as gamma H B cos I, right? So consider this equation to be 1, right? Now what is the next step that we are going to do? What is the next operation that we are going to do? Right? So resolve W into components. Weight into components. Right? So if you see the diagram here, the weight is resolved into two components. One is normal component and another one is tangential component. Right? So let us define what is normal component and what is tangential component in terms of weight, right? Right. So what we are doing, we are writing the equation for normal component in terms of weights, right? So normal component from the diagram you can see it is equal to W into cos I, right? Consider this equation to be 2. And then T tangential component is equal to W into sin I, right? So consider this equation to be 3. So let us substitute 1 in 2 and 3. Okay, substitute 1 in 2 and 3 equations. into cos I. Right? So n will be equal to gamma b cos square I into h. So n is equal to, or a normal component of weight is equal to gamma b cos square I h. Right? And what is t now? Substitute 1 in 3. Right? T is equal to W into sin I. Right? So W is equal to gamma b cos I into h, right? And into sin I. Okay? So now T is equal to gamma b cos I into sin I into h. Right? So consider these equations to be 4 and 5. Now let us calculate normal stress and tangential stress. Normal stress and tangential stress. Right? So what is normal stress? It is denoted with letter sigma, normal stress. Right? It is equal to normal component or normal load by area. So what is N equal to? N equal to gamma b cos square I into h from the equation 4. And what is area? Area is equal to length into thickness. Thickness is 1. So the area will become equal to B. Right? So let us answer this. So what is the left out equation? Normal stress is equal to gamma cos square I into h of a ABCD plane. See, area of ABCD plane is equal to B because thickness is 1 and the length is B. Right? Right. So now let us define tangential stress or shear strain. Shear stress is equal to tau is equal to T by A. What is T from equation 5? Gamma B cos I sin I into h by area of ABCD plane is B. The equation will come to be gamma into cos I sin I into h. Right? So let us consider the equations. The normal stress equation to be 6 and the tangential stress equation to be 7. Right? Now what is the factor of safety is equal to, the basic definition is shear strength by shear stress. Right? Shear strength by shear stress. So from Coulomb's equation, it can be written as C plus sigma dash tan pi sigma dash tan phi basically, but our condition is we are defining the factor of safety for cohesionless soils. So C will become 0, right? So the shear strength is equal to sigma dash tan phi only, and shear stress if you see, okay, what is the shear stress that we got here? Gamma into cos I into sin I. Gamma into cos I into sin I into H. Right? So this is from equation 7. And this is from Coulomb's equation. More Coulomb's equation. Right? C is 0 because we are defining factor of safety for cohesionless soils. Right? So factor of safety Fs is equal to sigma dash tan phi by gamma into H into cos I sin I. Now students, substitute equation 6 in above equation in Fs. Fs is equal to sigma dash is equal to what? Gamma into cos square I into H. Right? So here if you observe, we made sigma to be equal to sigma dash. Right? Why? When this will happen, there is no pore water pressure. U is equal to sigma equal to sigma dash since U is equal to 0. Why U is equal to 0? Because we consider the condition to be dry soil. Right? So Fs is equal to gamma cos square I into H from equation 6. Right? Sigma tan phi by gamma into H into cos I sin I. Let us simplify the equation now, students. Let us simplify the equation. Fs is equal to gamma get cancels, H get cancels, cos I, 1 cos I get cancels. So you will be left out with tan phi into cos I by sin I. Right? So this can be written as Fs is equal to tan phi by tan I. Right? So this is a factor of safety for infinite slope, cohesionless soil, and when the soil is dry. Right? Students, now we will discuss the second case, that is when the soil is submerged. The property of soil is changed here. Soil is submerged now. In the earlier case it was dry. So what is the change in the factor of safety? Now we will see. So factor of safety basically defined as shear strength by shear stress. Right? So from Moore Coulomb's equation for cohesionless soils we can write it as shear strength is equal to sigma tan phi, right? Sigma dash tan phi, and tau is equal to what? From the 7th equation, gamma H cos I sin I, right? So this is from equation 7. bottom equation 6 will substitute. Factor of safety is equal to sigma dash or sigma is equal to gamma into cos square I h tan phi. So here now this will change. Here it is not gamma, it is not the unit weight of soil. It is submerged unit weight of soil, right? In the bottom equation also it will change. Gamma dash into h into cos I into sin I. Because we are discussing about submerged soil factor of safety, gamma dash. The change is here. Okay, gamma dash will get cancelled. H, cos I, right? So again will be left out with factor of safety equal to tan pi by tan I. So what is the observation that you made, students, from case 1 to case 2? Observation. So factor of safety of dry soil was equal to tan phi by tan I, right? So here also factor of safety of submerged soil, which is equal to tan phi by tan I. So we can conclude that factor of safety of case 1, that is dry soil, is equal to factor of safety of submerged soil. Right? So students, now we discuss case 3. When there is steady seepage along slope, what is the change in the factor of safety? Okay. So what is the factor of safety here? Fs is equal to, right? So gamma factor of safety is equal to gamma dash tan phi and gamma hatch into tan I, right? So this we can write from the normal stress and shear stress equation, 6 and 7 equations, and after simplifying the 6 and 7 equations, right? So this we get after substituting 6 and 7, right, and simplification. Simplify. So that you will get the factor of safety is equal to gamma dash tan phi, gamma hatch tan I. If the soil is having steady seepage along the slope, right? So there are 3 factor of safeties for 3 different conditions. Right? Now we will discuss some more conditions. If factor of safety is equal to 1, what is the thing? Factor of safety is equal to greater than 1. Factor of safety is less than 1. Right? If factor of safety is equal to 1, it is just stable condition. the slope is just stable, right? If factor of safety is more than 1, then slope is stable. Right? Factor of safety is less than 1, then slope is unstable. So like this we can come to the conclusions based on factor of safety about the stability of a slope, right? So you can analyze when does factor of safety will be equal to 1, when does factor of safety will be greater than 1, when does factor of safety will be less than 1. So if you do the analysis, you can understand that factor of safety will be equal to 1 when pi is equal to I, right? And this will happen when pi is greater than I, and this will happen when pi is less than I, right? What is pi? Angle of shear resistance or friction angle, and I is the inclination of slope. So this is about the stability analysis of infinite slope when the soil is cohesionless, and we discussed 3 cases in the soil, right? When the soil is dry, what is the factor of safety? When the soil is submerged, what is the factor of safety? If the soil is having steady seepage, what is the factor of safety? We discussed 3 cases.